I sleep on the roof mostly. At the end of a day, I kind of need to disconnect a little bit, so I've just been sleeping out there in sort of the open air. I had a tent, it ripped. I had to send it back, and in the meanwhile, I wasn't gonna let that stop me. To wake with the sun is, I think it's in Walden, Thoreau. Why do people watch the sunset? It's a diminishing act, that the sunrise has so much more power, and it's the beginning of something. It's the beginning of a day, and he says it much better than I do.
Let's see if we can say hi to the bees. Like they just kind of come landing, and you can see the pollen on their hips, the little yellow stuff on the side of their hips, bringing back the catch of the day, I guess.
I try and do coffee with the bees. I try every day. I don't accomplish that goal. They're just so self-sufficient, and we have so much to learn from them. The bees build out their comb on these tiny little wax sheets that we set up in the supers, in the box, in the beehives. Their creations from all of that are amazing.
Wow, you guys are full. Holy cow.
We all have to expand, I guess. We have our space, and we have what is allotted on our little corner, and we build out.
Good job, guys.
Rockaway Taco is in its third summer now. The first year was a small operation. We had no idea what was going to happen. We weren't sure what the response from the community would be to us. We are city guys. We started with a decrepit building. Our little wax paper sheets was, just the four walls of that building. It was great. We fed the surfer community. This whole entire peninsula is firefighters and NYPD. We would start handing out flyers to those guys and little menus and stuff like that. So that was, the easy in, I guess. Every day there's FDNY, NYPD, EMT, and DSNY. Those are the working class. Us as restaurateurs, we're all working class. We don't do it for millions of dollars, but we sweat and we love to do it.
Morning.
You gotta learn Italian.
My brother was lost in action in the Second World War in Italy. And when he came home, he couldn't speak English and spoke Italian. We used to laugh at him. Come to Palamale.
Like me, 10 years in this country, I'm not learning English, I forget the Italian.
Don't touch me.
Have a nice day.
Oh, you're so sweaty. God, look.
Boys are all sweaty.
Having the whole corner this year completely active has been awesome. That's made all the difference from this year and last year. Last year it was only Rockaway Taco and DeCosmos Ice.
You want an ice ball? Yeah, why not? Try it out.
Adding Veggie Island and the coffee bar and the surf shop guys has just made it, a much bigger sort of collective.
Nice. Big chocolate chips. Choice.
Is that from right there?
Yeah, it's from right there.
Those are
So,
nice.
yeah, I want to give it to a P&H guy so he can make lemon verbena soda.
No way.
Right?
That would rule.
The response from the community has been positive. There's a lot of people and there's plenty of space, but there's not much going on. To have this little corner do what it's doing, that's great, that's amazing.
How's it going?
Haven't recovered from Sunday yet.
I heard it was real busy.
It was incredible.
We see the same faces almost every day, 2 times a week, 3 times a week. People that are in the neighborhood, they come do their grocery shopping here.
These are good.
You eat it fresh?
Yeah, right?
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
I never had it.
These are amazing.
We're here to feed them. That's what we show up in the morning for.
Enterprising young people in a whacked out community. Yes, this very moment.
What's up, buddy?
How come you don't come here and play like Sunday like you do?
I sneak in and out because we surf.
You promised to take me to dinner sometime.
I did promise to take you to dinner. My wife would be mad at me.
I don't want your wife to
that's
take
why-
me. I want you to take me. If you go home
no,
and
no.
rat, that's your problem.
Did he promise to take you to dinner? You can have him.
That's your wife?
My mom says big waves are coming.
This third summer now is a crew of 16, I think. And sometimes we're still shorthanded. We have little space. We have to work, you have to be efficient. You have to be sort of organized and clean and diligent.
Andrew says this is a race. So we gotta scrape. We gotta scrape all the containers.
You have to keep that energy. You have to keep that going, especially running that many people. It's all these little pieces of the orchestra, I guess. And if one's not playing in harmony with the other, it can fall apart quickly. We all do work hard. It's long hours, but it's 4 months out of the year. And so we get that blast of work, and then it starts to slow down as the months get colder. In the off season, I do travel and do other things, and I try and surf. That's usually the goal. I had a great winter this year. I was in Mexico for 7 weeks, Hawaii for 6, and then Bali for 4. I definitely got my fair share of relaxation.
Holy crap. Can you surf there? They're like... There you go. Boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Surfing can sort of calm a lot of different things that are going on in my mind. Just to be able to stare at the horizon line and know that you're sort of just floating out there. It's incredibly therapeutic. Surfing is the most selfish act that you can do because it's just you and a wave. Out here you sort of have to fight sometimes for waves, and I'm not like that. I don't need to steal a wave from somebody else, or if somebody takes my wave, I'm really not that worried about it. Surfing for me is that complete disconnect. I travel halfway around the world to go surf waves in Indonesia. Do we have to disappear? Do we have to go that far to be alone, to be by ourselves? I don't know. In New York City, I think people don't realize that there's this sort of accessibility to a beach of this quality. Out here, it's project housing that have oceanfront views. Doing Rockaway Taco out here on the beach, it wouldn't be the same if it were in the city, to tell you the truth. And we get those comments all the time, hey, why don't you open one of these in Brooklyn? And that's my response. It's just like, you know what? This is what it is because we're so close to the beach. It's all part of what we do on the corner of 96th Street. It's having that as, sort of the getaway, the escape from what we all have to deal with in the city. It's definitely an extremist lifestyle. But I don't think of it that way. I just, I know that we have this goal. I know we have this summer. I know this many people are going to show up hungry, and it's our job to put food in their mouths.